I says, I'll be able to, it'll take me 5 seconds to tie up my hair. No, it takes me about 20 seconds.
You're an embarrassment, mate.
It's like, you ready to go live? Yeah, I'll just change my hairstyle very quickly. Welcome to the show, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. We're back again for Keto Comedy, Yoga Drugs. We were here last week. We're here again this week. We have like 480 something subscribers now, which is pretty good. I think that's quite impressive. It's climbed all the way up from 0 originally. But
first 1,000 are always the most difficult to get.
First 1,000, yeah.
The first 1K at YouTube is the most difficult to get, and then afterwards it just increases incrementally.
So it's what you call it? It's a exponential curve.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it could take you a year to get the first 1,000, but then a year and a half to get to 2,000.
Yeah, it shouldn't take you a year to get the first 1,000.
And how many people are on YouTube?
Put it this way: YouTube is the world's second biggest search engine.
Second, bigger than Bing.
It's bigger than Ask Jeeves, mate. That's what we're talking about.
Ask Jeeves, oh my god, yeah.
That is serious.
When do they stop working?
I don't know, mate.
Jeeves, he must have been flat out.
Yeah.
No, even if they had a company and it was one guy there called Jeeves, he'd still have loads of free time because so little people use it.
Yeah, I want to check that out. I wonder if Ask Jeeves is still... Are we allowed to ask Morgan this stuff, or are people going to say that we're ripping off Rogan?
Yeah, they might do, yeah. We would be.
Do you reckon Joe Rogan would get upset if he knew we were doing this?
I'd be delighted if he did. 'Cause at least we'd have some comparisons between them. That'd be amazing.
Look!
Cool. Ask Jeeves has become ask.com.
Oh, I've heard of ask.com. Yeah, Ask Jeeves.
That's shit, man. I like Jeeves.
I should get Jeeves on the... get him on next week.
Yeah, bring Jeeves on. You can ask him.
Ask Jeeves, would he come on next week for us?
Yeah, go on. Stick him on.
Who do we have here already? Daniela's back. Thomas Motz, your friend.
Yeah, Thomas, mate. How are you? Go fuck yourself.
Thomas.
Right.
Thomas Motz. ... From last week, if you remember.
Yeah.
He said he's seen you live. ...
Yeah.
And Francis has mentioned that most days since then.
Yeah, and I'm going to be honest with you, Thomas, wherever you are, and I'm going to call you Thomas because you're not my friend, you're not Tom. I'm still seething, mate.
Yeah, you really know how to get to him, Tom. And on behalf of me and the rest of the crew here, Morgan, we're delighted. Absolutely delighted.
To be honest, if you turn up for one of my solo shows, I'm not yet at the point in my career where I can tell you to fuck off, so actually you'd be most welcome.
Daniela's here as well. We were here last week as well. Crew is back in. It's nice chatting to you. It's nice seeing you in the comments. If you remember the show last week, we done Keto Comedy, Yoga, Drugs. And we didn't really get to the drug section, so we might talk about that for maybe 10 minutes at the top, and then we'll jump on to the other ones. But if you have any questions about any of the other sections or about drugs that we're going to talk to now, stick them in the comments. We'll be chatting about them for a bit. I have a few things that I've kind of discovered this week I'd like to talk about. And for the next sections, just stick your questions in the comments and that. I suppose just quickly with the drugs, like I have the aesthetic of doing them all the time and everything like that.
Yeah, not just the aesthetic, mate. You don't make a lot of sense at the best of times.
No, I do them a fair bit like. But start of lockdown, I was like, oh great, partying. I was drinking more than I would normally. I was having like wine maybe 3 times a week with my dinners.
I mean, rock and roll.
I wouldn't have any. And then
what type of wine?
What type of wine? We had 4 bottles of wine that were opened in the bar once we shut down.
Yeah, mate, you haven't specified what type of wine it is.
There's 2
it's not
reds.
as if you go to a restaurant and you go, can I have wine? Well, we go, we've got the open stuff or the closed stuff. What?
Yeah, it was two bottles of red wine and 2 bottles of white wine.
Okay, was it good quality gear?
It was really good because it was the wine that was left open in the Bill Murray when we shut down. And instead of throwing it down the drain, I recycled it through my own kidneys. Yeah. That was it. That's what I used. But I was drinking that, so I drank that for the first week or so, and maybe it was even pre-lockdown. It was actually pre-lockdown that I was probably doing drugs a bit like, but then once lockdown hit, you don't want to do them by yourself because it's just like that's very sad.
Do you know what? I have taken every 3 times a week. I have a little spliff on my own before bed.
3 times a week, a little spliff, single Skinner.
Yeah, no, double. I sit in my garden, mate. Have a big old J. Listen to some tunes.
Yeah.
About 8 o'clock. It's all right.
That's a very healthy way to be using them.
Yeah.
That's a nice thing to do. You still don't drink, no?
No, I don't drink. No.
You have your little spliff.
Yeah, I have a little spliff.
Is it a blunt?
No, mix it with a little bit of baccy.
A little bit of tracky.
Yeah.
The nicotine picks you up a bit.
Yeah, it does, mate. A little bit of a kick. It
We used
chills
to-
me out, takes the edge off, go to bed. Lovely
We
job.
used to have spliffs, and I only found this out a while ago where, so I'll explain now, but spliff is when you have tobacco and weed in it, and you roll it up and smoke it.
Thanks, Dad.
And I didn't know that, because we just always, in college, we used to just always call them joints.
Yeah.
I'll have a joint, and there was always tobacco in it, always. And then you see in America that they just have blunts.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people over here say there'd be a lot of even, I know, good you say bodybuilders or something, they wouldn't drink at all, but they'd smoke blunts. You know, that'd be their kind of treat or something, but it'd never have tobacco in it. I thought, oh, strange, just having blunts. But then a while ago, I seen a girl, and she put tobacco into it as well as. I was just smoking blunts for a long time, and then put tobacco in as well as weed.
Yeah.
And then suddenly I realised, oh yeah, nicotine. It does have that little hit.
Of
It
course,
does.
mate.
Yeah, I didn't realise it was like a little stimulant. It gets you going, and suddenly you're smoking, you're chatting, you're having a good time. It's not just getting stoned, like, you know.
Well, the thing is that with American smoking culture, like this friend of mine, she smokes. We smoke together, and we socially distance while we do it, so it's not illegal, guys. It is illegal. But anyway, and she's got that classic thing where it's only pure marijuana, right? So she will either smoke it in a blunt or in a pipe, which I have christened Cracky. And every time she's about it, I go, "Where's Cracky?"
I worked at a summer camp in America for
Yeah.
a few months when I finished university during the summer, and the guys were like, "Hey James, do you want to come down and smoke a bowl?" That's what they used to say, smoke a bowl. And they used to pack the tiny little bowl and then take a hit of it and get blistered high instantly.
Yeah.
And then they're just really baked, and then they come down after like an hour or two or something, and then just go home. Like, that'd be it. Like, whereas like in the Irish culture, it'd be much more like, have a joint, pass it on.
Yeah.
We're gonna fucking chat for the next 6 hours, like, you know.
Oh, those wonderful pre-corona days.
Yeah, I had this funny idea for a sketch. I don't know. I have funny ideas for sketches, but I never do them because it's like, oh, there's all this organised and this, that, and the other, and then you get a little laugh. It's like, all right, we won't bother doing that. But the idea was that you'd have a load of stoners sitting 2 meters apart from each other, and they'd have those things you use to pick up litter, and they'd be holding one smoking a joint. They'd be smoking a joint, and they put it in the litter thing, pass it over to the next person, then they smoke it. Then, yeah, I'm not going to make that.
I love the fact, and I think it's probably Morgan who is now put a bit of Cypress Hill on.
Cypress Hill, yeah. I don't know if you hear that. It's nice. I like having the tunes. It's Snoop Dogg radio that's playing at the moment.
Yeah, so it's Cypress Hill. Do you know what? I actually used to listen to quite a lot of Cypress Hill. Now, you may not know it, but they're actually Latino Cypress Hill. And a lot of them are from Cuba. So second generation Cuban, first generation Cuban, whatever. And you know what? Insane in the Membrane, because they released an album in Spanish that I bought because I'm really desperately trying that everyone knows I'm half Latin American. Anyway, so I listened to my Spanish Cypress Hill album. Do you know what Insane in the Membrane is in Spanish?
Go on.
Loco en el Coco.
Loco el Coco.
Loco en el Coco.
En el Coco.
Yeah.
Loco en el Coco. Yeah,
Yeah, and they
it's
did,
kinda
and
nice.
they did a rap. They did all their big hits in Spanish. It's a fucking good album.
Yeah, of course it is. They're fucking great hits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is Cypress Hill, is that in LA or Miami? Or where is it?
I think it's Miami. Cypress Hill.
Yeah, because there's so many. That's where like a huge amount of the Cubans. I suppose it's so close to Miami. That's why they ended up there.
Oh, absolutely. Because when like Castro came to power and the communists, they all, you know, Cuba's got one of the largest migrant populations in the world.
Yeah.
Do you know who's got number one?
Go on.
Venezuela, mate.
Really?
Nailing it. Yeah, bigger than Syria.
Oh.
We are. We're fucking nailing it, mate.
Venezuela. So where did they all go?
Well, mate, when you can't eat and you've got a socialist government who will kill you for speaking out against them, you'll tend to go anywhere that isn't Venezuela.
You go to America because that seems a lot better at the moment.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Can you imagine if you're a Venezuelan person who escaped Venezuela and landed in America and went, the land of the free?
Oh my god. Imagine that, you're on a boat like escaping Cuba or Venezuela or something like that. You're out there for 6 weeks or something. You land in LA or wherever it is, and there's pandemic and riots, and you're like, God damn it.
Can you imagine? You would have landed there and just be turning around going, Carlos, I think we're back in Venezuela.
Yeah, worse than home.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Cypress Hill. When were they around? That was like
Cypress Hill
90s.
were very much in the 90s. I would say Morgan can check this out for us, but I'd say early to mid 90s is Cypress Hill.
Cypress Hill, yeah. They had who was it? I seen that movie Straight Outta Compton, and that was like a lot of that was starting off then. You know, fuck the police and everything. That's
Yeah.
been back ages.
Yeah. That's NWA though, James.
Yeah. What did I call it?
88.
88. They
That's
started in 88.
Oh wow. Yeah. So it probably took them a while to get going. Then 90s they hit it hard.
They started in 88. So they're 32, man.
Yeah.
I wrote this whole bit about how you can't like how cruel aging is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because like take the term, and like it never worked. I thought it was funny. Like take Ice Cube, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, Ice Cube in the 80s and early 90s was in a band called NWA.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a controversial name that I can't even say it fully.
Yeah.
Right, NWA.
Yeah.
Right now in 2020, there's a 52-year-old dude walking around called Ice Cube.
Yeah. He doesn't care because he's fucking cold as ice.
No, but he's old. You can't be 50. You can't have a prostate examination and be called Ice Cube.
Have you seen?
Anyway, I thought it was funny.
We were chatting last week, and you seen the Michael Jordan documentary?
Yeah.
And all the black dudes there, they age brilliantly. So
Yeah.
he's Ice Cube. He's walking around. He probably looks great.
Yeah, he probably does.
Yeah.
But I
still
bet-
working out, still hitting it hard.
Yeah, still getting he's probably on testosterone. Look, he's probably better than me. He could probably smash me up. Okay, I get that. But he's still 51 or whatever, and he will still need to get his prostate checked.
Yeah, he will need to get it. What's the age you need to get that done? Jeez, I think you have to get it done all the time.
I mean,
no.
this shows that we're becoming men of a certain age.
Yeah,
We're
it's
now
like,
talking
When
about...
do we check that out?
Morgan, you're going to need to check that out, mate, because the NHS is back up and running after COVID. So can you come and check when we need... when a man
You
needs...
need your prostate.
Yeah, let's check that out, mate.
Yeah,
This is the type of content Thomas Motz has come in for.
yeah, he loves it. No, he probably ducked out for a bit. He's like, oh yeah, that's cool.
He's still in.
He's still in.
40 to 54.
Fuck! I'm 38. That's shit. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's happening soon. You should get one done early. We'll do a live stream about it.
Yeah, just put it up here on the green screen.
That is not a camera feed. I am fucking
Mate, you'd love it. How old are you, Morgan?
22.
Fuck you.
He's got a while before you can follow the adventure.
22 years old. You absolute child.
Yeah.
How old are you?
31.
This is disgusting.
Yeah, a long time till I get my prostate examined, thank God.
Mate, it's going to go like that.
You're dead right.
Yeah, it's going to go like that.
Yeah, that's when during lockdown I seen this thing where you have time during lockdown. So there's two kind of schools of thought. Say during lockdown, it's like, oh, I'll never have this time again. I really need to pump it and really need to work hard.
Yeah.
Do all the things I never want to do. And then also, I'll never have this time again. I may as well just chill and relax as much as I can. Like, you know.
Here's the thing, right? So, as a comedian, before this all started, right, doing a podcast, teaching courses, and being a stand-up, right? Gigging 5-6 nights a week and trying to hold down a relationship, which subsequently crumbled. Anyway, doesn't matter. I don't know why I said that. That's weird. Okay, and all of that has gone apart from the podcast, which I now work 9 to 5 on, pretty much. I've turned it into a job, and it's doing well. All the rest of it, blah blah blah. But I had a friend over the other night, and we had a lovely time. And I remember saying to her, do you know what? This is the first time I've ever just sat down and had a whole day off with somebody in about 7-8 years. And I really miss it.
Yeah.
You've made me forget. You've made me remember how much I miss connecting with other people.
Yeah. Well, having a whole day off, I think people think they work hard or you work 7 days a week and you get 5 hours sleep and you're hitting it hard.
Yeah.
You're up in the gym at fucking 4 in the morning and shit like that.
Which
it's
we
like
are.
that's not the most efficient way to live. Like if you want to get the most done in your life, book that full day off once a week. You know,
Yeah.
you have that time off where you can recharge and you can come back, and then you get more done the following week rather than just keep going. You know, obviously sometimes you don't have the luxury, especially as a comic. You just kind of take the gigs if they're going.
Yeah.
But eventually it happens where you have to kind of turn something down and just not do it anymore for a while.
No, absolutely, mate. But anyway, so it was really nice. It's that's. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I found the lockdown. I don't know how anybody else has found it, but it is royally beating the shit out of me.
I was saying, like, the thing that I'm missing most is, like, I really want to get back home and see my friends and see my parents because I haven't seen them about 6 months. And, like, that's not something normally that I just do whenever. But now when it's going on this long, it's a bit like, all right, yeah, I do want to get back and see them. Just because you haven't been able to see them, so you want to see them more. You know, I could have went this amount of time, but if I could have gone back and seen them whenever I want, I wouldn't have been as motivated to go back now.
Yeah.
But now I realise that's what I really like doing. I like catching up with old friends.
Yeah.
I like chilling out at home for a bit, seeing my parents, stuff like that.
And crushing puss.
And crushing push. Yeah, well, that's something that just remains a constant throughout my life.
That's our 2 female viewers switching off. Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry to lose you, Judes. They'll be back.
Yeah. But I know what you mean, mate. It's been shit. My flies are undone. There we go.
Your flies? Why do you have 2?
Yeah, because that's how big it is. Anyway, so that's the 3rd female viewer and only female viewer gone.
That's everyone.
Yeah, that's everyone, mate. They're all gone. They've all left. They've all fled the building. But yeah, it's. I'm looking back. I'm looking forward now to getting back. To getting back. I mean, I don't know to what because I think stand-up's going to be gone for still a significant period of time.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to mixing it up because I suppose I, like you, I've had a very structured life for the past few months during lockdown with regards to exercise, you know, sleep, and just doing the live streams, doing some editing, doing this. It's very structured the whole time. Watching a movie, like it'll be nice to have some fucking an odd curveball during the week to mix things up. It's like, oh, there's a friend in town. Cool.
Yeah.
You know, oh, there's this gig happening, there's this big comic coming down. Cool, I get to see that show. Like, you know, there's like little things like that could just spice up your week a bit. That's what I'm really looking forward to. And whether it is kind of doing gigs again or stand-up comes back, if things open up, there'll be things happening. You know, there'll be bits and pieces happening. I'll be able to kind of go and do stuff. Even you potentially go out you could go out to a museum or something. You could just do something again.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
Just anything a bit different, or even go out for a meal. Oh wow, meal.
Can you imagine just sitting in a restaurant and having a meal?
Yeah.
And somebody sneezes, everyone be like, what the fuck?
Where'd that come from? Oh, the kitchen.
Yeah.
Shit.
Be like soldiers with PTSD, what the fuck happened?
Yeah. Everyone's going to be freaking out about that. I like to think that I'd like to think that once everything opens up, everything will be chill, everything will be grand, everything goes back to normal. But I know, even though I'm very laid back, if I'm fucking somewhere and someone sneezes, I'll be a bit like, all right, where was that?
Yeah.
I will be a bit like that. And if I'm like that, there'll be some poor fuckers who just get up, oh, I need to leave.
Yeah.
Just gone, like, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be interesting to see how we're going to go back, how we're going to get reintegrated all back into society.
Yeah, what the new normal will look like.
No, I don't know. It'll be all right. Morgan, have we got any comments? Are people going to come back and watch stand-up comedies? Thomas Watt's going to do, or Motts, or whatever the fuck his name is, going to do his ... thing.
I'll tell you what, James got the ... this week.
Ooh.
Who from?
Thomas Moss.
Oh, mate. Yeah, but that's deserved. So,
trying to divide the team.
Yeah.
And to make you feel better, we haven't lost all the female viewers. Daniela is still with us.
Oh, excellent.
How many female viewers have we lost?
I don't know.
They don't really do a breakdown of gender in the comment section.
I know
Logged off.
Yeah.
We mostly have women viewers, so I'll be surprised if our demographics go down by next week.
Mostly have women viewers. What were the stats again? What was it?
78%.
That's nice. 78% of people are female viewers.
I wonder why.
I don't know.
Me.
Maybe, yeah.
I mean, the primary age is 65 plus. So.
Do you fancy doing a Wayne Rooney, Jim?
I'd bring them over for their meal.
So the primary age is 65
No,
plus.
I'm winding you up. It's 25 for you, I think.
Oh, that's a good age. I'm 31. Completely fine.
I'm 38. It's getting creepy now.
We were doing the drugs bit and stuff. I was wondering, have you not found like there's a weed drought in London at the moment because of Corona? Because there's meant to be a big weed drought.
I know, Scousers, mate.
They fucking look after their own.
Mate, no, genuinely, I know a couple of Scousers who I won't mention, but anyway, they've got a fella in Liverpool who sells some gear. It's lovely gear, actually. I'll tell you what it is. It's fresh bud, right? And it's not good to smoke a lot because you get really mongy on it. So you get a bit. But for just one, it's a lovely bedtime spliff because it just takes the edge off.
Yeah.
And it makes you a little bit floaty and silly.
Yeah.
And that's enough.
And then you fall asleep.
And then you fall asleep, mate.
You have nice dreams.
After the wank, of course.
Yeah, sounds like what is it? Indica blend. Indica.
It is.
Yeah.
Because this friend of mine, she likes sativa.
Yeah.
I'm pretending like I know it. I'm like a fucking dad, aren't I?
Supposedly, like sativa, when you smoke it, it kind of perks you up a bit. It's more of a daytime type smoke thing. Indica is for nighttime, kind of chills you out.
Yeah.
It zounds you out a bit, but like, for a lot of people, they just smoke and I'm stoned.
Yeah.
That's kind of.
Yeah. I will say this though, she mixed the sativa and the indica together.
Nothing happened.
No, she said that the high was fucking beautiful.
Oh, it's a nice high.
Yeah, really nice, like properly tingly feet high.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
I haven't had a joint in ages. It's calling me now though. There's a few times it's popped up now over the past couple of weeks. I'd have a joint because it's like having a little trip, but you don't have to commit to the full fucking 6 hours of it.
It's just quite nice to take the edge off life every now and again. I think
there's not much edge left.
No, that's true as well. Well, mate, if you look in America, there's a little bit of edge there.
Yeah, a bit of edge. It's fucking heavy edge over there.
Yeah, so we're not talking about that.
Yeah, but there's meant to be protests on today in London. I didn't.
Yeah, there was.
Today was the first day of them.
Yeah, there was John Boyega. That's his name?
Star Wars actor.
Yeah, Star Wars actor, who was gave a speech.
It was today. It was like 1 o'clock today down in Trafalgar Square or something.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, they all gathered.
We're always behind the US. Always a few. I suppose it kicked off there because it happened there.
Yeah.
But we're a bit behind. Yeah, a lot of people going out to it. I don't know, but the where was it? It was on Trafalgar Square. I've seen some of the posters go up on Instagram. They're having a few different ones around London. Everyone's kind of getting on board with it and that. It was absolutely massive. I know the people who tune in regular, so we didn't do the live stream yesterday because they were doing the Blackout Tuesday with the idea that music industry was a big thing doing it. Everyone would kind of stop posting to give space, I suppose, online where people could talk about these things and or listen a lot. So we took part in that. The music industry was doing it. Seemed like the right thing to do.
I mean, the music industry, an industry known for their good morals.
Oh my God. Cypress Hill's still angry about their life.
Yeah. Great people in the music industry.
Yeah. They'd be big fans of weed as well. Sativa and indica blends.
Yes. Absolutely. But, so I just... It's just such a bizarre moment to be living through. Mm-hmm. With everybody, very upset and rightfully so and all the rest of it. Mm-hmm. People go to me, what do you think? I go, mate, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you want to tell me, I'm happy to listen. Genuinely happy to listen.
Yeah.
Let's sit down, let's have a coffee. I'll happily listen.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put up one of those fucking black squares. I think it's performative morality.
Yeah, I put it up because I decided to put one up I was involved in the decision to put one up for the business.
Yeah.
And then I thought I'd put it up my own thing as well. Yeah. But I totally appreciate that's the case. For a lot of people would see it that way. As just not doing that much, putting up a square but...
Yeah, look, it's everybody's own decision. You do what you do.
Yeah, on the day when it's happening and you're sitting at home in your fucking pajamas, and you're just I feel useless. How do I... What do you do? Do something. It seems small, but...
you just have it, I don't know. Everybody does their own thing, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
I just, putting up a black square on Instagram, I don't really see the point, but maybe someone might contradict me and I might go, fair enough. Yeah.
Well, when I was going down through, little things like that, it does make a difference in some ways. Even if it's just a small difference, is if I'm going down through my feed and I see everything. Say if you don't know what's going on, and then you open up and everyone has a black square, you're like, what's going on? Then you Google it, then you start reading about it, and then you become more informed about everything the way it is. So maybe if that happens, some people it's worth it, but it does seem like a very minor thing to do in some ways. Unfortunately, you need a huge overhaul of a lot of people's negative beliefs.
Yeah,
and that's what needs to happen, but that's a big thing to do. But writing that fucking it helps. It brings attention to it.
Well, yeah, Who knows, mate? Who knows what the right thing to do is?
We have the phrase. Maybe it's just in Ireland over here, but things come in threes. Do you ever hear that? Good things and bad.
Yeah.
Comes in threes, like, you know.
So let's look at my life. Lost my flat.
Yeah.
Relationship ended. This is what you've tuned in for. Fucking strap in. And no comedy. No courses.
Yeah.
That's 4, James. Your theory's bullshit, mate.
Yeah, you have a whole other hand there. You could probably run
Yeah,
off
I
with
could
some.
fill up with that shit.
I was saying that we had Corona, we have the riots happening. What's going to be the third thing?
Dominic Cummings.
No, that's tiny. That's one dude being fucking his standard dickhead self. Like,
Yeah.
well, we had the coronavirus smashes the world. With this all the riots happening, it's spreading throughout. That's another thing that's happened. Another big thing.
Do you know what I think it's going to be? I'm going to go get
Well, that's water.
a whole glass of water. But do you know what I think?
Let me just grab it here. It's the new virus.
You know, I think the next thing it's going to be, mate. I reckon when the lockdown is lifted and everybody is going to start dating again, everybody is going to shave their pubes at the exact same time. It's going to clog the sewers. And it's just going to be this massive pube ball.
I thought you were going to go like some new kind of STD where...
No, mate. It's going to be a massive pube ball that's going to clog the sewers.
There's loads of there's a few people I follow online. I suppose they'd be called like female influencers and stuff like that.
Oh right, yeah. So girls who
they-
get their arse out.
No, they get their words out for humanity, and they're talking about like they had been out. They could kind of fuck when they wanted, you know. They'd be single, but they could go out every couple of weeks and just get someone if they wanted, like, you know.
What the fucking what female what?
They're influencers. They're online. They get money from Instagram for being
What
pretty.
do they influence? Right, okay. So look, you follow hot women on Instagram, Instagram models.
They're not even hot. They're like female. A couple of them are like female podcasters. That kind of. So say I don't know a huge amount about the world. So I try and follow different people from different backgrounds. and everything, So I'm involved with that thing. So there'd be some like kind of say feminist podcast or something like that. But I'd actually follow them. I see what they're tweeting or see what they're kind of saying. So I kind of have a little view into their world, even though I'm not like part of it and I didn't grow up in it for 30 years like they did. I do have a feeling for it. But what they're saying is they pity the guy who they find after lockdown because they're going to fucking ruin him. Yeah, that mightn't be from the feminist people. That might be more from the people getting their arse out that you were saying.
Yeah. Absolutely. Morgan single, aren't you, Morgan?
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Not for long after lockdown. How many subscribers do we have here messaging? Yeah, they're not tuning in for me at all. It's fucking him.
Oh, mate.
Disembodied voice.
Yeah, man. That's how they want. They just want the voice.
Mate, Barry White made his career on The Voice. You know, maybe that's it. No one slept with Barry for what he looked like.
Yeah.
They slept with him because of The Voice.
That's hilarious. His name wasn't even White, was it?
I don't know.
Yeah, he changed his name, and because he couldn't get a gig because he was black, like. And then on the radio, he's taking the piss because he wanted to get played on the radio. And he says, even though he has that voice, if he named himself White, like he was going to name himself a real white name, like Barry Smith or something like that, you know. But then he said, "Fuck it, I'll pick White." Is this his real name?
Barry Eugene Carter.
There you go. He picked White as a total piss take,
Yeah.
as he just wanted a really white name. So he said he just picked White.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny, man. I love a bit of Barry White. They're my first, my last, my everything. What a tune.
Yeah.
It's a belter.
Yeah, he's a lot of those sexy tunes.
Yeah, man. You should, you know, get your lady round, put a bit of Barry White on.
Yeah, get the bass amp, put it facing the ground.
Yeah, exactly.
Shake the building.
Shake. Does Thomas Motts like Barry White?
We'll see when he. Oh, you got the name before he even looked it up.
Oh,
Yeah.
did
I'm
he?
gonna assume yes.
Yeah,
Big fan.
big fan.
Yeah.
Barry White is classic, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm enjoying getting back. Do you know what I've noticed about lockdown, right?
Yeah.
It's this thing with having longer hair, mate. It gets greasy easily, doesn't it?
It does, I suppose, but I wash my hair every 5 days, lockdown or not, like, you know. So That's how I kind of keep the grease. I need a certain amount of grease because it'll go real fuzzy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So if kind of I actually.
How long is your hair?
If I straighten it, it'll go down to here, like, it's really long. Someone asked me before how long would it take to grow it? Oh, like a year or two or something like that. And it's like, no, I think it'd probably take 3 years if I cut it all off because it's so wavy and curly.
Yeah.
It's just that long.
Why did you grow your hair long?
Because I wanted drugs and didn't know how to get them. Yeah, that when I was like 16. That's when
So have you always had long hair?
I grew it out when I was 16. I started growing it a little bit. I was so... Actually, when I say that even, I think I was even 9 and I was watching David Beckham and I wanted hair like him. So like next time it was like a little bit longer and I was going to get a haircut in the barber and I went and I said, I want this one. And then he tried to cut it like that, but my hair wasn't even long enough.
Yeah.
And I thought he'd be able to cut it long. I was fucking stupid.
So what David Beckham hair was it?
Oh, blonde fucking just
Right,
appeared.
get it up. Let's see how ridiculous.
One of his terrible haircuts.
Remember when he scored that goal where he was
Right, that's
halfway,
narrowing it down. Thanks, mate.
halfway line. I think it was his debut. He fucking chipped it over the goal.
Oh yeah,
halfway.
it was good. David Beckham versus Wimbledon.
Wimbledon,
Halfway.
yeah.
Mate, that wasn't even his best one.
Oh, that was such.
What was it looking at? David Beckham.
Wimbledon. Put Wimbledon goal.
Absolutely, like I always remember this. I don't remember the goal. I always seen the clip of it, like, but it was so good.
You went for
So
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, that was it.
that's it.
But my hair is way too thick. You see, I had that full kit, man.
Did you?
I did. Yeah. Holy shit! I got that kit. I went up to some sports store. Mum was getting me the jersey, and she thought I just wanted the jersey because everyone just gets the jersey if you're a fan.
Yeah.
And I was in the store and I said, "No, I want the shorts and the socks."
Yeah. How old are you?
I was like 9, I think.
There you go.
When did he score that goal? Because like
That was.
if it was 88, I was 9. 1998, I was 9 years old.
No, that wasn't 98. I think that was 97. He scored that.
7, so I was 8 years old. Yeah, that's about right. That's when I first started playing football as well, under 8s.
Were you a good footballer, Jim?
No, I was defender. I was really good at man marking people, and I'd give a lot of. If there was any good player on the team, I'd make sure they never got the ball.
Yeah.
That was my fucking tactic. But with regards to getting it over the bar or scoring a goal or any of that fucking stuff, playing football.
Yeah.
I was never that good.
Never
as defender, I'm left-footed, so I was always put on the left wing.
Yeah.
And they thought like, I'll be able to run down and cross it in, like. But you'd be better off having a right-footed player who could actually cross the ball.
Yeah.
Rather than trying to swing it in.
Ireland are, anyway, we're not going to get into football, but because we'll lose all our female fans. But yeah, that was Beck's. So you went into a barber shop and you asked for a Beckham-style haircut.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, my mum was there and she let me do it. Then there was and then when I let it grow long then for the summer, but because my hair is really thick, it's wavy and really, really thick.
Yeah.
So it was never going to be kind of like his, like floppy, or like Kurt Cobain or something like that. It's never going to be like that. And when I was 16, I grew it out a bit longer. And then I think when I was 16, I kind of decided I'll just let it grow long, and see what it's like. And then it grew out like that for a good while. And then I had a bob cut just like that.
I remember that.
Yeah, that's when I first came over here. I started gigging.
Yeah.
And then since then, it's just been kind of growing out and then coming back and out and coming back. So it's about here now, all the way around.
You know what haircut? You know what my worst haircut I ever had? I had an undercut.
Oh, brilliant! I had one of them. Yeah.
So yeah, you've had have we all had undercuts?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But this was it, right? This was in the 90s, so I got a 0.5. So my hair was down here. I got a 0.5 undercut.
Yeah.
And then I gelled it together like Peter Andre.
Oh my god.
Put it up. There.
Andre,
Peter Andre 90s haircut.
Did he have an undercut?
There we go.
How is that not you, Francis?
Oh
my god.
Yeah.
Did he? Did you? Oh, he has it gelled into little things
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, that's what I had, mate.
Holy shit. That's mental.
I've had some absolutely diabolical haircuts in my time, mate. And then there was another one. There was a step I had a lot of. So put a step up. Now this was pure 90s rave culture, mate. There you go.
So you had a bowl on your head and then just shaved underneath,
Right.
yeah?
Yeah, look, just step haircut. Let's see what you got.
Nope.
What have we got? So just put step haircut male.
That's like long hair. I know the haircut you're on about.
No, that's sort of now quite trendy. It's put 90s step haircut. This is,
Like Saved by the Bell or something. Your man, I think, had it.
there you go, men.
Just picture of Francis comes up. There you go.
There you go.
Oh, wow.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Mate,
that's the
just
one.
to put that dude up, the one who's got the curtains, right?
Oh, my God.
Give me a...
Right, the one second from left, Right, this dude now, right?
Holy shit.
Okay, so what you can see is this dude. Okay, I went to school in South London, and then in a place called Red Hill, which was basically Croydon overspill, and every motherfucker had that haircut. That's what it was. You had the hair,
The little curtains.
the little curtains. I mean, you only got the tash if you were a bad boy.
Thing is, I can see him, like, imagine him without the tash and different hairstyle. He'd just be a normal dude.
Yeah, but you look at him now, and he's a motherfucking player.
Yeah.
There is untold what he would get. And then my worst haircut is probably I used to get it put spiky hair with frosted tips.
It's your fucking Frosted Tips is your fucking stage name.
Yeah.
Oh, not like that.
Oh
Yeah,
my
it was.
God.
That was it, mate.
You done all these hairstyles?
Yeah.
Holy shit, man. You've lived a life.
Yeah. That was it. I had like that, mate. I had my hair was literally out here, right?
Yeah.
Because my hair's thick, I used to spike it up with gel, and then it was literally out here, and it was all spiked up.
Yeah.
And then I frosted the tips, mate. Didn't lose my virginity till I was 27. No,
There you
I
go.
didn't. It's a joke, mate. It's a joke. But no, yeah, that was the hairstyle I had up.
Yeah. Not the worst hairstyle, but is that a guy there, yeah?
Yeah. Who is that dude?
My mum has that hairstyle except slightly longer. She still has it now.
Does she still have it now?
Yeah, yeah.
She's always been. I will say she's a very, very trendsetting type of woman. Isn't she, your mum? She knows what she's doing when it comes to her haircut, Jim.
My mum started playing golf, maybe. My dad's been playing golf for about 15 years or something.
Yeah.
My mum started playing like a year and a half ago, but she practiced every day. She used to be good at sports when she was younger, and she's fucking great. She's winning all the competitions now.
Is she? Is she really sporty?
Yeah, really sporty. Like, she used to do she was real sporty as a teenager, and then when she started working in Dublin, she started running, and then I don't know, did she do marathons, but she was doing like 5Ks and 10K races and stuff like that. But she loved running. She's really sporty. And then she didn't do much. She always just went for walks then for the next 20 years.
Yeah.
And then she started playing golf. But she was playing it like, she was treating it like proper. Like, after she'd be a teacher, and then she'd finish work at like 4:00. Then she'd go up to the golf course and just go on the green, the putting green, and just practice putting and chipping on the green for an hour, and then go home, like, you know. But she'd do it every day, so she got really good at chipping and putting during the winter, and then summertime she got better at driving and stuff like that. But she was very formulaic about it.
Good on your mum, mate.
Yeah.
And
she's
with a
good
great
now.
hairstyle.
Yeah. Frosted tips on the 9th fairway.
And
Coming in for the win.
And in 2 years, this will be my haircut. Put in Father Ted.
2 years, man. Father Dermot Morgan.
Yeah, put in.
Poor old Dermot.
That is going to be my hairstyle in 2 years' time.
Yeah, that's him. Will you go for the collar, no?
Yeah.
Is that what your dad's like, is it?
No, mate, none of my family. All my family are bald.
Can you pull that expression so we can just see it next to? Brilliant.
So yeah, so that's going to be me, mate.
Man, it'd be good luck. You'll
Do you
just be confident with it.
I'm greying rapidly,
Frosted tips.
mate. I was with this lady, and she was like playfully like on my leg hair. So I'm going, "What are you doing?" She goes, "I'm pulling out all your greys." I'm like, well, to be honest with you, love, if you're going to do that, we're going to be here till about next year.
Yeah.
Because it is.
Uh-huh.
I'm a very grey man, mate.
Yeah, I suppose you have such jet black hair. I suppose that's what happens if you have jet black hair for some people.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't stay jet black, it goes frosty.
Yeah, it goes. It's frosty. I started out with frosty tips. I've now genuinely got frosty tips, mate.
Yeah, my dad is 60. He still has his hair. It's receded back a little bit, but similar to my hair. So hopefully I'll keep it. part of who I am.
Yeah.
I do think during life you have certain things that I suppose this is aging what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But you have things that you consider part of you, and then you just lose them all as you get older.
All right, mate. It's meant to be fucking comedy. Chill out.
I used to have I have my hair now, and I'm kind of proud of it, and like, oh, I like long hair and that. And then gradually you just lose it, and then eventually you kind of realize, oh, you're not those things.
Yeah.
That's like a process you kind of go through, and then you seem. I'll look back on, oh, geez, I used to spend ages washing my hair or something. I should have just shaved it off or something. But don't know. I like having long hair, so I'll keep having it. Yeah. What were the other bits? I want to try and do some of the show. So we had keto. We done the drugs bit.
Yeah, we did drugs. We talked about haircuts.
Yeah.
Then keto, prostate, haircuts.
Yeah.
Keto, prostate, hair show.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll circle back around now, and we'll start off with keto again. I had some fish and chips today.
Mate, I tell you what, the keto with me has gone out the window this night. I made myself gnocchi with pancetta and what's it called? A bit of pesto.
Yeah.
I had that yesterday. Today, mate, I had myself a little, because I've lost so much weight. I had a little like steak and chips.
Yeah.
Within a little bun, and then I had some Thai food.
Okay.
So I've had a bit of a splurge today, mate.
Yeah, you're getting back into your old habits. Like, I think if you can be mindful and recognize it and say, yeah, you say, I just had that meal. I wanted that meal for like a couple of weeks. It was on my head. I had it. Didn't particularly enjoy it.
I fucking did.
It's like, if I was thinking tomorrow, I'll have again tomorrow. I'm not feeling like that at all. I'd be like, damn it, I should have just had a different cheat meal. I should have like really had something nicer or bigger or something like that.
No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. But what was I going to say? I had therapy for the first time today, James.
Therapy?
Yeah.
Like,
did it?
The angel therapy?
No, not angel therapy.
Oh.
I found a lady to do some therapy with. You ever had therapy?
No. Could you do some now?
I could do some therapy. I reckon I'd be a wicked therapist.
A few of my good friends are trained therapists, and some of them work as therapists, so I do talk to them. What was it?
Got a question from Daniela. James, what are your thoughts on the carnivore diet? I also asked if they have any suggestions for worse haircuts for Francis. And they don't think there could be worse suggestions.
Yeah. The carnivore diet, have you heard of that? I suppose you know what it is like.
Well, it's sort of in the name, isn't it?
Yeah. I think the best thing I heard about carnivore diet was that you give up. So anything that you take into your body, there's good bits and bad bits to it. You know, if you any bit of food or anything like that, there's good bits and bad bits to it. So there's a lot of stuff. So say if you have salad with some olive oil on it, that's fucking all good for you. You just eat it all. It's really, really good for you. But then if you have something like pasta, yes, you get the energy from it, but also you get the insulin spike and you get all the negative things that come from that.
Pasta's fucking delicious.
Yeah, it's really, really nice.
I miss it.
So with the carnivore diet, what you're doing is you're ruling out absolutely loads and loads and loads of stuff that has negative effects. So all you're doing is you're really narrowing down. You're just eating stuff that's pretty good for you, like meat. That's just really pretty good for you.
Yeah.
But it takes so long to get used to it. I don't have a desire to go on to it, but I heard one of the best diets you could do is do the carnivore diet, but also have a few berries every second day. So at least you're having everything you need there, and then you're getting your vitamins and minerals and stuff, or some of the vitamins that you can't get from the meat. And that's very much like the type of diet that people would have had, say, Inuits or something like that.
Do you know what? You know what I've noticed with my diet, right, is I used to have a massively sweet tooth and crave sugar. I don't anymore. Like, I went for a walk with my friend, and she went, I left my wallet at home, and she went, right, went to buy a Magnum. She went, do you want a Magnum? And I looked at her and went, don't actually.
That's nice. You've broken through to beating the sugar addiction. Nice.
It is. Like, I've got a couple of some dark chocolate buttons in
Yeah.
my, and I have a couple of them occasionally if I,
Yeah.
you know, and that's it.
That's really good.
It is. I'm now a boring prick though.
Me and Morgan were chatting about this today, and I was saying, so I gave up coffee before, and then I went back on it at the start of lockdown. Then I gave it up again, so I've been completely off it now for about a month. And it's got to the stage now where I used to love having an espresso martini or something at the weekend, and now it's got to the stage where I just really, it's not my favorite drink anymore because I haven't been having coffee during the week, and I can kind of just, I'll just have something else. So I've been able to kick the kind of coffee addiction to such an extent that I don't want an espresso martini. But anytime I still see like a slice of cheesecake or something like that, I'm like, yes, I would like that.
Cheesecake is incredible. It is. It is.
Magnums though, no.
No, cheesecake. Right, there's this restaurant in London. Well, there was called Princi. Right, it's an Italian place, and they used to do a passion fruit cheesecake.
Yeah.
Mate.
Yeah, cheesecake is always my favorite. Every Christmas I make a cheesecake when I go home. I make the full on. Do you know it's so easy to make? It's like you just get loads of Philadelphia cheese, you put sugar in it with some strawberry flavouring or something like that, mix it all up, let it set for a bit. You don't need gelatin, you don't need anything. It's so easy to make. It's really, really nice.
Yeah, anyway, this mango cheesecake, mate, is different level.
Yeah, where'd you get it again?
This place called Princi. It's a good place to take for a date on a date. Ladies, if you want to go on a date, it's nice. It's in London, so if you do,
78% female audience though, so
yeah, mate, it's 2020. They can take boys out on a date, or they may want to take their girlfriend out on a date. Stop being a bigot. What's the matter with you?
I'll be a bigot if I want.
Just because you've got your guns out, and all of a sudden. Anyway, women are just as shallow as men. You don't care what he say. You're only here to look at him.
My tiny guns. I thought
you were going to say something else.
I used to have big guns when I used to do weights. Now I'm all yoga and I have really long, slender guns.
How many times a week do you do yoga?
I do it every single day of the week.
Do you?
Yeah, I do it for an hour a day, and then so about 6 days a week I do a heavy session where it's like rocket yoga, really go for it. Maybe 5 or 6 days a week I do that, and then 1 or 2 days a week I do a really slow, long stretch for about 2 hours where I stretch every single muscle in my body as best I can, and I hold it for about 2 minutes each.
So sell yoga to me, come on, because everybody I met who does it is a cunt.
Yeah, well, you've met me.
No, go on. What's so good about yoga?
I suppose there's no reason to kind of. Why would I sell it to you? Like, it makes me so at peace with myself that I don't need to sell it to you. It's like I'm just like.
All right, fuck off.
Yeah, it's grand. It's like, do it if you want. It's cool. If you don't want to do it, that's also.
But
cool.
why is it good?
Why is it good? Do you like walking around and experiencing the world in a body that feels amazing?
Why are you doing that, mate?
So if I go to the gym or if I'm working out, you're tightening your muscles. So like my bicep or something would be getting tight. So it would look bigger, fair enough. But like it'd be getting tighter. And then when I do things, I'd look good, but I'd feel tight, and I'd feel strong, but completely useless. Like I'm wearing a jacket or something, you know? Yeah. Whereas with yoga, you stretch everything, you make everything real long, all your joints are fluid, you feel real nice. So when you wake up in the morning, you're just loose. And by having such a loose body and feeling really comfortable and everything just gliding, and like last week, I twisted my ankle. Yeah. And because I stretched my ankles so much, like all the time, like there was great blood flow to it. Like the very next day I was back walking on it, and then 3 days later I was back jogging on it. So that wouldn't happen if I wasn't doing all my stretching on my ankle. So that's the same if I land on my wrist, and if I sprain my first, it's less likely to get sprained, you know. Someone says if you want to be healthy until you're 60, go to the gym. If you want to be healthy until you're 100, do yoga, you know. So I am thinking the kind of the long-term thing. But it's really...
Do you get sick abs?
Do you get sick abs? You do actually, and do you know what the reason is for it? Is that when you go to the gym and you work out loads, you're so drained, your body wants to repair its muscles, and so you want loads of calories, so you often overeat. Whereas with yoga, afterwards you just chill, you just relax, you have your food, it's nice. It's a lot easier to control your weight and control your body fat if you're doing yoga. And plus your abs are different as well. They're not just like little blocks because you've been crunching, you've been stretching back all the way, so they're long and they're slender, and they're much more useful for your day-to-day, like just going around, walking around and stuff like that. I definitely think, having been athletic and having done sport all my life and everything like that, I totally think, you know, Ryan Giggs back in the mid-90s was swearing by yoga, and he ended up playing until he was like 38, and he was still sprinting hard. And
he did shag his brother's wife as well. She had
did he?
Yeah, he did.
His brother's wife?
Yeah, did you not know this?
No, Giggsy.
Yeah. He did. Morgan, get it up. Get it up. Put Ryan Giggs, brother's wife.
That is not cool.
Make sure you get it right there.
Get his brother up as well. He just looks angry all the time now.
Yeah, he does.
Oh. That was an advert.
Yeah.
Was
loyalty.
it?
Yeah, it was.
Holy shit. Those footballers, man.
Yeah, so...
I say footballers. Maybe fucking everyone's just like that. Or maybe it was the brother. They were still married and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
There you go. Boom.
Yeah. Do you know like with that? He's your brother. You'll always have to be brothers with them. You know.
Yeah.
Like you have to get over it. You know, because you're family and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But man, that's tough going if it fucking ruins the relationship and the life and stuff like that. And it's such a stabbing. Like.
Can you just...
Is that true? 8 years?
Might well have been. Yeah.
Oh my god. Giggsy. That's why.
How good a headline is that from the Daily Mirror naming Private Ryan? That is a brilliant headline.
That's why he was so good at running.
Yeah.
He's just fucking had to stay fit all the time.
Yeah.
Imagine to be lying to your brother for that long.
Mate, you've got to be a psychopath, haven't you?
8 years. Like most relationships don't last that long.
Yeah.
Let alone fucking affairs.
Mate, yeah. So it gave him all the energy to be able to play till he was my age and shag his brother's wife.
I bet you she was a yoga teacher and she was class. That's probably it.
There you go.
Yeah.
I don't think that excuses his behaviour, James.
Have I convinced you on starting doing some yoga?
I used to do yoga.
Yeah, you said you used to do it for how long did you do it for?
4 months? 5 months?
4 months. Yeah, man, get back into it.
The problem was I was a bit of a fat fucker when I did yoga, right? So I was doing it, and then I just pulled my wrist because I was too fat for my wrists.
Yeah, that kind of happens, but that's the way yoga works. It kind of, when it injures your wrist, so you weren't able to eat as much food. It's kind of how that's how yoga works in mysterious ways.
It does.
Yeah, no, even there was a couple of my friends back at home, and a couple of the staff here actually as well, because I've been going on about yoga for fucking months now. Like I think I started in August last year, and then September I quit the gym and everything, and I just bought a yoga membership and I went 6 days a week, and I've been stretching for an hour every single day for the past 7 months.
Yeah.
So it does really work. It's really good. You feel really good. But some of the staff here have seen it. My friends back at home, they've seen that I've been happy doing it. They've seen it's been good. I feel good. I've cleared up old injuries and stuff like that. And a lot of other people in my life have started doing it. So I can think of 4 people now who, since I've done it and I've been having a good time with it, they've started as well and they've enjoyed it and they've kept doing it. Even Morgan's doing a bit of mobility work in the morning.
Every morning, half an hour, some days an hour.
Yeah,
what's your mobility work, Morgan?
Just a normal 20-minute routine I used to do when I was a dancer and get back into
What?
it.
Morgan's going to be on the podcast next week with his full backstory.
You're a what?
When I was younger, I did dance for 10 years.
Like what type of dance? I mean, this is...
Street and jazz.
Really? What?
2020, man. What's wrong here? How many times? Such
You
a
did
bigot.
street and jazz?
Yeah. Probably from 6 to 16 or something like that.
So you're a really good dancer?
No, did not translate after I went to the gym and put all my weight on. Did not translate.
Yeah.
So
Actually, I got good
So-
dance.
So you can... That's interesting. So you did street dance. What is street dance?
I couldn't tell you. They just put music on and we moved. That was...
You have to wear baggy clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I hate to break it to you, Morgan, but you're not street, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely more of a tech look to
Yeah.
you. Dressed all in black. Lurking in the shadows, fixing camera angles.
And what about jazz? What's jazz dancing?
Very slow, and then it gets very fast with no warning.
A lot of hands.
A lot of hands. A lot of feet.
No, man. Is it that kind of stuff?
Yeah, exactly that.
like Chicago.
Yeah, we did that many times.
There you go. See?
Yeah.
Bust it out. Bit of fucking knowledge for you. Thomas Motz is impressed.
Yeah, you went. Poor Thomas getting abused from Francis.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can handle it.
Yeah. So you did dance, right? So you did mobility work. You know what I've been doing? I've just been doing lots of walking and weights every other day, but very light weights, only 4 kg.
Yeah, that's what my mum does. She's a 60-year-old golfer.
Don't matter, mate. Maybe I'm a 60-year-old golfer. Look, I like your mum. Right? She is. She's a teacher, like I was.
Yeah.
She's got a great hairstyle, like mine. And we have the same exercise regimen.
Yeah, probably have the same levels of estrogen as well.
Yeah. Oh, actually, women's estrogen levels go down.
Yeah.
when they're older. So we probably biologically accurate.
Yeah. You got me.
Yeah. Well, I think your mum's a great woman, mate.
Yeah, she's great. She's great genes. Yeah.
There you go. How many kids did she have?
3 that I know of.
Boom.
Yeah, so I'm the eldest, and then I have middle brother, youngest brother.
Well, I've never. Which one have I met? Which one haven't I met?
You met Michael. He's the biggest man in Ireland. He's nearly 6 foot. He weighs about 96 kgs on a good day.
Wow.
Yeah. He claims to be the biggest man in Ireland. He doesn't get on the scales though. He said he's nearly 100 now.
That's not good, is it?
No, it's not. But he works out loads. He's classed at handstand push-ups and squats, and he done the other day for fun. He done 600 bodyweight squats just to see how many he could do. I think he done them about less than an hour or something like that. So he does loads of working out as well. He's really into a certain amount of fitness. He hasn't gone down the same diet route as me. As in, he stuck with the original kind of bodybuilder thing of 6 meals a day.
I'll be honest with you. He looks like a man who enjoys a Weatherspoons meal.
Oh yeah.
There's no judgment attached to that because we like what we like.
Pint in one hand, full English breakfast in the other.
Yeah. He does look like the type of man you go, Mick, do you want to go and watch the football? And he's like, boys, it's Weatherspoons Curry Club tonight.
He done dry January, and then he kept it going. He's only gone drinking 3 times this year, and he used to drink every weekend. He used to get hammered at work functions and everything like that when he was working in his old place. But he gave up drink, and he said he absolutely loves it because he gets up on Saturday and Sunday. If he goes on a date or something, he just says he doesn't drink now, and they're kind of usually cool with it. They might have a drink, and he doesn't feel awkward. So I always feel a bit weird if you're on a date and someone's drinking, and it's just like, oh yeah, do you want to do something else or do something different? But
no, mate,
he's totally fine with it.
Then you just bring him back to your place and give him DMT.
Yeah, hey, do you want to get blasted into another world?
I actually want to do that, mate. When are we going to do some DMT?
Could do, yeah. You've taken acid before as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I've done acid, done mushies,
Yeah.
done salvia. I'm a fucking boy, mate.
Yeah. That'd be nice. That'd be good fun. I think I've done it. When was the last time I done it? I done it about 3 weeks ago again. I had a good sesh, blasted off. Really, really had a good time. Thing is with those type of things, you go there and you become fully awakened, and you understand that the universe is out there, but it's also created in your brain, but your brain is inside the universe, and it's all connected, and you really have an appreciation for the oneness of everything and how we are all the same person, and you do that. But then when you come back to it, you can't take that. You remember feeling it, but you can't take the feeling back with you.
Yeah.
So you experience it, and then you get cramped back in your body,
Yeah.
and then you just have to go and fucking do your washing or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
So it's a cool thing to do, but it is the type of thing where once you do it, you kind of, I've done that now, Have
you ever done ayahuasca?
No. Obviously, loads of my mates have gone off to Peru and done the full session over there. But they say it calls, so Mother Ayahuasca will call you to go and do it. You'd feel like a draw to go and do it, and then that's the time. You don't need to I'm into that, so I force myself to do it. I've never felt the call to go to Peru and do psychedelics.
Do you know what puts me off, mate? It's the vomiting.
Yeah, that's the feature. Do you know what puts me off? The real hot climate.
Yeah.
And my hair be itchy. I'd be in the fucking jungle. I'd be tripping balls, and then I'd have to trip balls again the next day as well. You're meant to do it 3 or 4 times or something.
Mate, you are not a man built to be in a jungle.
No. I'm definitely more of go up to Scandinavia and do some weird mushrooms up there with the Vikings. It's much more my vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, jungle. Never been drawn to the jungle. That's not my. Although I do I might sacrifice it to go to India sometime because I'm so into yoga, and I'm definitely more drawn to the Hindu side of things more so than Buddhism or the Amazonian jungle or anything like that.
Yeah,
definitely more Indian. And I swear, since I started doing yoga, I enjoy spicy food more as well.
Do you? There you go. You're going to get yourself an Indian girlfriend, mate.
Do you think so, yeah?
Yeah, you're going to do that, and then you're going to be doing Downward Dog.
I do. I probably
can't believe I said that.
Yeah. I'd love to meet someone who is into yoga and stuff like that. That'd be kind of cool. Chat to them, hang out with them.
Mate, you need to go out with a yoga teacher.
Yoga teacher, yeah. They're too relaxed. They have... The reason you want to go out with someone or fall in love is because you long for a connection. You want to connect with another person, so you don't feel alone, or it can be a positive thing as well.
Yeah.
But when you're doing yoga and you become more spiritual, you're connecting with yourself and a higher kind of being as well, that you're connecting with that sense of thing. So you have the sense of connection.
Oh, she's turning into a cunt.
Do you think that's it?
Yeah, I think that's it,
A
mate.
lot of cunty words coming out of my mouth, in fairness. Welcome to Shitty Yoga Cunty Club. That's what we're calling it last week. Yeah. I think we've fucking hit on all the topics this week.
We did,
We
mate.
did. We've done really well.
You missed comedy.
Comedy.
Oh,
Do it.
Yeah.
we'll do that next week.
We'll do that next week. Yeah.
Have we got any comments?
We've had people in the chat about a lot of things. We've been talking about. Have you heard of the Netflix series Have a Good Trip?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing the day it came out.
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's quite. Yeah, stick it on, man. It's really good. It's really well done, and it's not like, oh, look at these crazy. Oh, acid is so weird. It's like a few people talking about actual experiences that if you've tripped, you can really relate to.
Yeah.
Like just when you're tripping, the weirdest shit happens. Last time I was tripping, I was on the roof of the Bill Murray over there, and there was a woman, one of the neighbours out down the road, and she was out skipping, and she was blasted. She was out on the road because it was lockdowns, no one around. She was skipping, and she had her music playing like in a big speaker there.
Yeah.
And she would just put on her workout gear, and she had that music. Here we go again on my own.
Oh, White
and
Snake.
she was just skipping like this, just really going for it. And me and a girl were tripping, and we're both out there. And then she goes, she looks over, and like we're both laughing, and she says, "Is that normal behaviour?" But like that's totally tripping. Like you're just tripping, and while you're tripping, the weirdest shit happens.
Yeah.
But obviously that type of weird shit happens all the time, but you just don't notice it as much.
Yeah.
Like, you know. Yeah, that was great crack. I'd like to do it again, but the spirit world told me to stay away from acid for a little while. Probably just during lockdown. I was going to start microdosing and everything, but I was told to stay away from it for a while. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to respect that, and see how I go for a while.
Brilliant. Well, we've come to the end of the show. What do you want to plug, Jim?
What do I want to plug? If you could sign up to my Instagram, that'd be really cool. Get a few more followers at James O.D. Comedy. And if you want to support the stream or support Angel, if you go onto our Patreon, just Google Patreon Angel Comedy Club. And we've reached our goal, but we're doing extra work for all the comedians who are struggling.
Fucked.
We're doing different microbursaries. We're working with some bigger comedians as well. So thanks to everyone who's helped out with that as well. But if you want to sign up to help keep us going, we just do the live stream because it's good fun, but we're trying to keep the club going in the internet world. So when we open up, we still have the community there, we still have our place, we still can pay our rent. So if you could sign up to Patreon, that'd be absolutely amazing. Francis, what you have coming up this week?
Just trigonometry. Follow us. It's on Trigger. Just type in trigonometry, but the word trigger, then nometry. Check us out. It's on YouTube. All the rest of it. If you want to follow me, Twitter and Instagram at Francis J Foster.
Cool, man. All right, that's the show. Thanks everyone. Thanks for Morgan for doing the comments and chiming in with your dance and and being fairly good crack today and every day. Yeah, thanks very much everyone. We'll see you again. Good night.
Bye bye.